Namandab, 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 Namandab.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
My name is Bradley Menda. I'd like to thank you for attending this morning's Dharma family service. Just a reminder, we will have a New Year's celebration after the service and hope that everybody can stay after to join us. We'll begin this service with a moment of quiet sitting. Reverend Kurohara will strike the bell, and we will sit for 1 to 2 minutes to quiet our minds and prepare to hear the Dharma. Then he will strike the bell again, and we will continue with the service.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandab, 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 Namandab.
Reverend Kurohara will now chant Junidai, which is on page 67 of the Purple Service Book.
So we are going to chant the Junirai. You can also check the kind of brief explanation on page 65. And all of you are welcome to join Sutra chanting. And you could also follow the English translation silently at the bottom of each page, okay?天人職業阿弥陀千両族尊在非未明安楽国無量武士主意念金色心情如戦のシャマタ行如造部両目上脈小蓮華古賀将来弥陀尊面前年上如満月以降有如千日月小如天空くしら古賀将来 来弥陀尊観音頂戴観知宇治主寿名祖法将軍信公家道馬家馬古賀将来弥陀尊無微無垢交渉上修徳家受け女国小さ利益徳自在古賀将来弥陀尊実法名門菩薩衆無量小馬上三段一生修上願力自古賀将来弥陀尊根体法見知正家前言症状梅雨大座お膝上如洗の古賀将来弥陀尊実法将来勝仏師権限人図師安楽戦後尊厳上苦行古賀将来弥陀尊小無常無我と薬女水月伝養老一種説法無名寺古賀将来弥陀尊非尊仏説無悪名薬無女人なく道夫主任死心教非尊古賀将来弥陀尊非尊無量法勉強無償修悪知識往生不退死菩提古賀将来弥陀尊我説非尊功徳寺修善無変如海水小逆前言小上者衛生主上小非公アマンダブアマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブ安にしくどく 平等性祭道本母大師往生安楽。ナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダー。
Please rise if you are able to follow along with the Gatha Hotoke-sama, which is on the handout. Please remain standing afterwards for the reading of Three Treasures 1. Now I will recite Three Treasures 1, which is on page 8 of the Purple Service Book. Please feel free to follow along. Three Treasures 1. Hard is it to be born into human life, now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One, now we hear it. If we do not realize the truth in this life, when will it be realized? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we absorb ourselves in the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves the supreme will. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we be submerged in the depths of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we live in harmony in the great assembly as disciples of Buddha and be freed from all hindrances, becoming units of true accord in the life of harmony in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandabs. Namandabs. You may be seated. Now we will have a Dharma message by Reverend Kuwahara.
No. Maybe we need a larger Hondo. Yeah. あれ? So today we have a Bishop Marvin Harada, who used to serve the Orange County Buddhist Temple, Orange County Buddhist Church. And then the Orange County OCBC, because they have a lot of people come to Sunday service, so they, had a big fundraising, and then they kind of expand, enlarge the Hondo Hall. So maybe BBT in the future, we need to, have a big fundraising, and then, we had a big Hondo Hall. So please make a big donation to us, okay? So before I start my Dharma message, I would like to read this passage. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. How to listen to a Dharma message. I listen as if I'm listening for the first time. I listen as if the message is for myself alone. I listen as if this is the last chance to listen to the Dharma. In Japanese, 弔問の心得。この度のこのご縁は初事と思うべし。この度のこのご縁は我一人のためと思うべし。この度のこのご縁は根性最後と思うべし。ナモアミダ仏。ナモアミダ仏。ナモアミダ仏。ナマンダ仏。ナマンダ仏。ナマンダ仏。So again, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining our Sunday service. How are you today? Maybe a little bit hot. So don't worry, you will go out for a fun time. Yeah. So as you know, today we will have our New Year's celebration, New Year's party. So there will be mochi, pounding mochitsuki, and then delicious food, songs, and taiko performance. I hope everyone will enjoy. Yes, that's the most important thing. I know. That's why you are here today, right? Anyway, so I hope everyone will enjoy the party today. And I would also like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the committee members who have worked so hard to prepare everything. 本当ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. But before we have a fun time, so where are we? We are Buddhist temple, right? And for what? Listen to the Dharma. So let me, share the Dharma, give you a Dharma message, and then I hope you will enjoy the Buddha Dharma too, okay? So today, I think I didn't expect this many people. So I think some people received a small piece of paper with QR code. So I think this is my second time to use this like a service, like an online poll. The website called aha-slides.com. But you can scan using your cell phone this QR code. And then also, you can use a small piece of paper. I think, people even, sitting back there, I think you can also scan this QR code and then go to this website. And then, I didn't pay I mean, I'm still using the like a free user. So the limit is 50 people. Ne? So first 50 people can answer this poll, okay? Maybe in the future I will, like a paid subscriber. Ne? So it's January, okay? So my question is, did you make a New Year's resolution or resolutions? Ne? And then I know people are kind of answering the question, almost 50-50. Maybe kind of a little bit more no, people. Okay, so it's good to know. Kind of about almost half people had established a New Year's resolution and half people didn't. I don't ask you what your resolutions are, but let me go to the next slide. Then the next question is, okay, so this is January 19th. And then how many of you still working hard to keep your resolutions? Oh, good. Kind of about 3/4 people working still hard. I know it's still less than 3 weeks, right? Since the new year started. And then, maybe quarter of people gave up. So maybe you need to practice one of the, 6 parameter. Patience, or maybe diligence, okay? But anyway, thank you very much joining this poll. This is fun. So when I drive, I usually listen to radio. Lately, I've noticed an increase in commercials for weight loss products. I guess there are those companies are targeting people who have resolved to lose weight this year. So that's why maybe this January beginning, they're kind of doing advertisement weight loss product. So as for me, I have 2 resolutions this year. The first one is to exercise more. And some of you may remember that I said the same thing last January. Yes, I made the same resolution this year, but which means I haven't achieved it last year. And then my second resolution is to reduce my screen time. It's so easy to lose track of time while watching Facebook and YouTube shorts on the cell phone and the computer, right? I'm sure many of you have kind of similar same experience every day. So my birthday is January 10th. So maybe, stretching this New Year's party, this is sort of my birthday party too, okay? So I turned 50 this year. Kind of half century. ありがとうございます。Thank you. ありがとう。おかげさまです。Thank you very much. Half century. So I know, but some of you thought in your mind, 50, still a baby, right? But anyway, the remaining time in my life is getting shorter and shorter. So I want to value my time, and then use it wisely. So I made this resolution to reduce screen time. And I would also like to encourage 8 and then Hiroto, who are my sons, to join me this goal, okay? But anyway, so the internet is full of information. Some waste our time, while other content can be quite educational and then informative. Like the Buddhist teaching of the middle way or middle path, okay? I believe finding the balance is very, very important. But I know it's not easy to keep the balance, right? So while I browse Facebook, I often see posts about improving English skills, expanding English vocabulary even though I've never subscribed to those pages. Facebook automatically, posting, showing some, pages. So it feels like, Facebook is telling me, hey, Kyo, your English is not good enough, so work harder. Right? That's kind of message I receive, from the Facebook. Though a little, irritating, but I admit some of those posts on Facebook are helpful. Like this. Yeah. So like those, idioms like expression with fruit, like a piece of cake, cool as a cucumber. And then like those idioms. So top dog, is it means leader? To me, Top Dog is a hot dog place in Berkeley. But anyway, so Facebook, kind of showing me all those kind of information to improve my English. So this is also one of the posts. And then like opposite words, maybe for some people to expand their vocabulary. So this is a kind of good chart showing the opposite words. Brief, long, on and off, amateur and professional, da 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 da. And then let me ask you this question. So what is the opposite word? What is the opposite word of Buddha? So this is also Paul. So maybe you can ask. Hey, Taka, 大丈夫? So what is the opposite word of Buddha? If you have any answers to this question, please type and then post it to here. Enlightened or selfish, dukkha, ignorance. Oh, so dukkha is an Indian term, suffering or difficulties. Oh, this is good. Oh, not the Buddha, right? Yeah. Literally not the Buddha. Nihilism. Wow. Sleepwalking? Yeah. Oh, なるほどね. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, so this is very interesting. So many people and then so many, different answers. Because, many of you have heard Buddhist, teaching, and then you have an idea of who or what the Buddha is. And then based on your understanding, you are responding this question. ありがとうございます. This is fun. Yeah. And then I'm sure those your answers, some of them are very sophisticated. Yeah. So I know there are many possible answers, but the first word that came to my mind, was I or myself. So as you know, Buddha is full of compassion, while I often find myself full of self-centeredness, right? And Buddha does not give in to anger or greed, right? But what about us? How about us? We often get upset easily, or we are tamed by our own, anger, greed. The Buddha treats everybody equally, but it's not easy for us to do so, right? So when I reflect on this, I feel that I could be the opposite of the Buddha. But we, as a followers of Buddhism, Buddha's teaching, Buddha's guidance, right? We work this path with the aspiration to become more like a Buddha, right? And then since I prepare Dharma message every week for Sunday services, I'm always looking for ideas, topic for my weekend Dharma message, right? And then Facebook sometimes shows me inspirational quotes from around the world. That is a very wonderful power. People contribute words of wisdom on one place. And then those quotes are very true and then wonderful. So recently I came across this quote. Surround yourself with people who empower you, believe in you, and support you, uplift you, motivate you, appreciate you. I thought, how true, right? How true. I'm sure many of you agree with this short phrase. So it's wonderful to have such people in your everyday life. Live your life surrounded by this kind of people. Whether you are family members or close friends. When I read this, the first thought that came to my mind was Amida Buddha. Amida Buddha. So to me, Amida Buddha empowers me, supports me, and then motivates me through various teachings, Dharma lessons. I appreciate Amida Buddha's guidance is such a great, great treasure, gift. So wherever we are, whenever it is, wherever we are, whatever we do, Amida Buddha never leaves our side. With warm compassion, Amida Buddha embraces us, appreciates all our efforts in our everyday life. So I understand Amida's unwavering support and care show how deeply the Buddha believes in us. So your family members, your close friends may empower and believe in you. But I hope you will also include Amida, this Buddha Amida, in that group. Okay. So by listening to the Dharma at the Sunday services, we will explore how Amida Buddha empowers us, supports us, and motivates us. So I hope each of you will continue to attend the service throughout the year and then receive this gift or receive the empowerment from the Buddha and the Buddha Dharma. Okay? So again, thank you very much for coming to today's service. I'd like to conclude my message reciting the Nembutsu one more time. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Thank you.
Thank you, Sensei, for your Dharma message. And I wish everybody luck on their New Year's resolutions, too. Next, we will have, let's see here. Please rise for a Gatha, if you're able to, for the Gatha, Home to the Light and Life, which is on the handout.
Good morning, everyone. This song is called Home to the Light and Life, and it was written by D.I. Lewis, standing over there with the guitar. I'm sure you recognize him. This song is a call and response song. So I will say a line, and then you will say a line that's marked in italics to the right. So there's call on the left, response on the right. You'll kind of catch on, I think, for those of you new, but for those of you who've heard this before, sing out loud and proud. Time to come on home. Time to come on home. Home to the light and life. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. Time to come on home. The power of compassion that will never stand tall. Come join your family. Come join your family. From all the faraway lands, it's time to come on home. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. Favorite Buddha land resides in your heart, like your shining light. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. Time to come on home. Inspired in your practice, peace is joy awaken. Bodhisattvas have vowed to spread the primal vow. Don't rest now, don't you rest. It's time to come on home. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. It's time to come on home. It's time to come on home. And life.
You may be seated. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Di. Thanks, Emiko and the Sangha Singers for that great gatha. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to the next portion of our program today, which will be the installation of the 2025 BBT officers. So as we welcome in 2025, the year 2025, we want to welcome and acknowledge our 2025 officers of the temple. Before I call up the officers, I'd also like to just read out the names of our board members. So we have a total of 21 board members who serve 3-year terms. And so we have Don Hamasaki, Ron Hiraga, Christina Iwasaki, Ryan Matsuda, Andy Maeda, Sandra Takeda, Tara, Lauren Bond, Tony Hale, Judy Kono, myself, Wayne Sugihara, Karen Sugiyama, Dwayne Yamasaki, and with our 2025 group that just got voted in, we have Alan Hirahara, who's a new board member. So welcome, Alan, and thank you for your service to the temple. We also have new board member Casey Mukai. So Casey, welcome to the board. Thank you for your service to the temple. And we have returning members as well, Sarah Jotoku, Karen Kato, Jeff Nagafuji, Art Nishimura, and Joyce Oishi. So thank you all of our board members for your service. And now I'd like to call up the 2025 BBT officers. So serving as president for 2025 is myself, Bradley Menda. But more importantly, I have a great group of individuals to help support the temple as well. We have first Vice President Religious Activities is Lauren Bond. Second, and then as I call your name, if you don't mind coming up and offering incense. Second Vice President of Social Services, we have Lena Yen, and new Executive Cabinet Member Christina Iwasaki. And we have third vice president membership, Mimi Kagehiro. We have recording secretary, Sarah Jotoku, who is a new member of the executive committee. We have our co-treasurers, Andy Maeda, and new co-treasurer, Karen Sugiyama. And we have our finance manager, Eric Lindquist. All right, and now I'll ask Reverend Kuwahara to help us with the ceremony. Perhaps if our board members could turn and face the Onai-jin.
Like a half circle?
Maybe. Is that okay?
Naman dots, naman dots, naman dots, naman dots, naman dots. So, if you can put your hands together in gassho. And then I will lead like a line by line. So if you can, please. 大丈夫? I humbly accept the office at the Berkeley Buddhist Temple.
I humbly accept the office at the Berkeley Buddhist Temple.
Fully aware of the commitment of time and effort it requires.
Fully aware of the commitment of time and effort it requires.
I will do my best to lead through both action and direction,
I will do my best to lead through both action and direction,
using the Buddha Dharma as my guide.
using the Buddha Dharma as my guide.
I affirm this pledge by taking refuge in the three treasures.
I affirm this pledge by taking refuge in the three treasures.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Buddha.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Dharma.
I take refuge in the Sangha.
I take refuge in the Sangha.
ナモ阿弥陀仏。ナモ阿弥陀仏。ナモ阿弥陀仏。ナモ阿弥陀仏。はい、よろしくお願いします。Thank you very much. ありがとうございます。Oh, photo.
Sorry, picture real quick. I'm sorry.
Time.
Do we need 2 rows?
Oh, yeah, maybe we need 2 rows. Okay, me and Sarah in the center. What do you want, this way? Yeah, this way, since you love it. Yeah. Is this okay? Does this work? Do we need to get closer?
Yeah, a little closer.
Yeah.
Another round of applause for our board members. Thank you. All right, I know everybody is anxious for the New Year's celebration after, but we have a couple more items to go through. Next, I'd like to recognize our Dharma School staff. And so I'm always constantly inspired by the way that these individuals instill the Dharma in our young people. They're able to make the Dharma meaningful, relevant to their students, and I'm sure help create memories and experience that the students will remember and cherish for many years to come. I, in fact, still remember some of my Dharma school teachers. So at this time, on behalf of the temple, I'd like to recognize our Dharma school teaching staff and express my utmost appreciation for everything that they do year after year for our temple, and more importantly, for our young people. So please join me as I call their names. And as I call your name, if you can come up, please, and offer incense. We do have a small token of appreciation from the temple that we'd like to present to you. So please again join me in thanking them and wishing them another successful school year. And so we'll start with our Dharma School Superintendent, Stacy. We have Teacher Irene. Teacher Irene has had many, many years of service as a Dharma school teacher and is retiring after this semester. So we're so sad to see Teacher Irene, but so appreciative for everything she's done for the Dharma school. We have Teacher Karen. High school teacher Karen. We have Teacher Joyce. We have Teacher Akemi. It's also Akemi's Toban, so she might be busy doing that. So double duty. But thank you, Teacher Akemi. Teacher Danny. And we have Teacher Serena. I think so. And there's Teacher Akemi. Hi. Oh, I think another picture. I think John wants a picture real quick. So again, another big round of applause to our Dharma school teachers. Thank you so much for your service to the temple.
Do you want us to all be over there? Or, yeah, we're very far apart. Can we stand in front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Dharma school teachers. Okay, and last but not least, we also want to recognize our temple volunteers. So as everybody's probably very aware, our temple is almost an entirely volunteer-run organization. We have the equivalent of about 1.5 full-time employees, but everything else that's done at this temple is done through the help through volunteers. So I'd like to take time to recognize our temple volunteers for helping us be successful with everything that we're trying to do in 2024 and, well, in 2024 and more importantly in 2025, the new year. So our office staff, Lorraine Nakagiri, Caroline Fernandez, Yuki Otake, thank you for spending your time and helping us in the office on a weekly basis. We have our Padma editors, so our newsletter, Karen Sugiyama, helping connect us with all the current events and everything that's going on with the temple. Thank you, Karen. You experienced it firsthand today, our music program. So our music coordinators, Emiko Katsumoto and D.I. Lewis, for their fabulous job. And you might have experienced this as well, our live stream team. So we have David Lyon, Tony Hale, Ryan Matsuda, Romer Hale as well, Myron Jung, who's in the back helping us make sure that this stream can get, or the service can be broadcast to others who couldn't be here in person with us. So thank you to our live stream team. We have our Toban coordinator, Pat Takeda. So thank you, Pat, for everything that you do behind the scenes as well to get our Tobans organized. And last but not least, we have our facility maintenance head, Craig Griffin. So Craig, thank you for all your help as well. All right. And so that ends our appreciation portion of today's program. Let's see here. Do we have guests? We do. Okay. And so this is an exciting part too. So we have many, many new guests to welcome to the temple today. So as I call your name, if you want, wave your hand, say hi to us. We'll meet you in the courtyard afterwards during the New Year's party. But we have Aaron, Kelly, and Emmy joining. Welcome. We have Kate and Kayla? Clay, sorry. Kate, Clay, welcome. We have Russell. Hi, Russell. We have Brenda. Hi, Brenda. We have Felipe, Quentin, and Sophie. Hi. We have Zoe as well. Hi, Zoe. And as Reverend Kuwahara mentioned, we have the one, the only Reverend Marvin Harada, Bishop of the Buddhist Churches of America, with us today as well. Welcome, Sensei. All right, now I will read the announcements that have been submitted. We're almost there. So BBT Dharmanar online study session will be Thursday, January 30th at 6:30 p.m. The topic is Shinran Shonin's Life and Teachings, Part 2. Sign-up link is available on our website. We also have our online meditation and discussion Wednesday, February 5th at 7 p.m. The sign-up link is on our website as well. We have the College Welcome Night, Friday, February 7th at 6 p.m. Join us for a night of food and activities hosted by UC Berkeley NSU to welcome all college age and young people to the temple. Everyone's welcome. Sign-up link is on our website. If you'd like to volunteer, please contact Tara. And as everybody's waiting for is our New Year's celebration, which will follow immediately after the service. After Sensei does his acknowledgments, I'll give more information about the New Year's party for our folks in person.
Okay, thank you, Bradley, for being a wonderful chairperson today. ありがとうございました. Thank you, Bradley. And then thank you, the live streaming team, for your help during today's live streaming service. ありがとうございました. Thank you. And then thank you, Emiko-san, DI, Tony, and then Sangha Singers for your wonderful, music today. And then also I want to acknowledge, Kyo for playing a beautiful piano. Thank you in advance for your beautiful piano afterwards, okay? And then January, February, March 当番 monthly group for your for assisting with the New Year's party. ありがとうございます。Thank you very much. And then thank you everyone lending the hands to make the party fun and successful. ありがとうございます。Thank you very much. So now this concludes today's service. Thank you everyone who joined the service today in person and virtually. ありがとうございました。